Social media flooded on Monday night with people concerned over a loud boom and some shaking at their homes. It was not an earthquake, it was a sonic boom, and it came from fighter jets breaking the speed of sound. They're known to take off and land at Hill Air Force Base. The 388th Fighter Wing conducting night flying operations Monday night when reports started coming in for a loud noise and shaking all across the Wasatch Front. The wing saying in a statement they confirmed a sonic boom heard across northern Utah, a result of combat training in Utah's West Desert. So how far did that sound travel for those to hear it or feel it? Taking a look at northern Utah, the sound traveled approximately 80 miles from the Utah Test and Training Facility to the Salt Lake City area.
These sonic booms happen when these military aircraft fly at supersonic speeds.
Those at the University of Utah Seismograph Station recorded the sound on their instruments. The noise many heard was military aircraft traveling faster than the speed of sound.
When they break the sound barrier, it makes a boom. And if the weather conditions are just right, like they were yesterday, that can be felt on the ground. You can either hear something or people might feel shaking.
Sonic booms aren't typically heard along the Wasatch Front from that distance, but the lingering inversion trapped some of the energy and likely amplified the strong signal to further distances. Some initially thinking the shaking was an earthquake, but Whidden says this activity was purely atmospheric.
About where if there were an earthquake, that's where we would expect P waves and S waves to show up, or where we would expect to see wiggles from the earthquake. And you can see it's completely, there's nothing there in the green bars.
The wing saying their pilot was flying in accordance with regulations and in airspace approved for supersonic flight.
They don't do it like over the city. They'll do these exercises in certain areas, and we usually don't notice it. But when the atmospheric conditions are just right, like they were yesterday, we might notice. It's important to note that those at Hill Air Force Base are expecting jets to be in the air flying as late as 9:30 each night this week, of course, weather pending. At Hill Air Force Base, Brian Cheney, Fox 13 News, Utah.